everyone, welcome back to Travel Trails and Adventure with Betsy. Today we're in Roswell and we're at the Old Mill here in Roswell. And right behind me is the covered bridge that leads across Big Creek, also known as Vickery Creek, and leads on over to a set of stairways that goes up the hill and takes you to another section of Vickery Creek Trail. So we're going to be looking at some of the parts of the ruins of the mill and some of the other sites here today. So come on, let's get going. And walking down from the covered bridge area, you can still see the creek to the left, Big Creek, and these are some of the ruins of the old mill from, I believe, 1839, and then there was another mill that was here also. Forgot the date on it already. But also there are some of the old pieces of the mill that are still here. Some people might find interesting. Got an electric generator right here. I'm going to zoom out so you can see a little bit better. Some other parts, compressor tank. Look over here and see part of the foundation for the mill, the old mill. More parts of the mill, differential drive shaft, an electric generator, or that's connected to the electric generator. I'm not very technically savvy on these things, but some guys and folks out there that know more about this might find this kind of interesting. Single and multi-belt pulley wheels for shaft-driven mill equipment. There's no way I would know what this was if there wasn't a sign here telling me. Also, we have an Ingersoll Rand air compressor and some other electric generators. And here we have a water turbine from 1882. I just love this place. It's so interesting coming here and finding out the history of Mr. Roswell, the person who first had the mills that he built here on the Big Creek, which back then was known as Vickery Creek. And if you like to see new sites, if you haven't been out here, you should come on out, check it out. And right now, I think we're going to go across the bridge. And we're looking upstream, and let's go over here and look downstream. And here we see where the Chattahoochee River National Recreation Area at the Vickery Creek Unit starts. And this bridge was built to connect the park over here, Mill Park, with the National Recreation Area. And the stairs do continue on up the hill and over to the trail. I was up there the other day and went to the waterfall, which was on my other video that you can watch. It's part one of Vickery Creek Trail. So for this one, I think I'm going to go down to the river and walk along it for a while. So let's go. And these are the stairway going down to the trail by the river. Just a few more stairs to go and we'll be down at the river. And the trail runs by the river along the side of it. Looks like the septic tank line. So hopefully we won't get any bad smells, but we'll be able to get some good sights. and look across the way. This is where we were earlier. The foundations for the oatmeal. Lots of roots on this trail. I'm glad nobody was filming me cross this thing. That was kind of funny looking, I'm sure. Lots of birds singing out here. I don't know if you can hear them on this or not. So, looks like we're coming to a sign. Let's see what it has to say. Oh, okay. It's one of the maps. And according to this, we're at VC14. All right. Walk down by the river for a little ways before turning around. So, just returned from the walk down by the river, getting ready to go back to the covered bridge, as you can see in the background there, and cross back over and go to our next site. So let's head out. Now we're back up at the top of the hill again, and from here, if you turn and go to the right, and go down the trail right behind me, you can actually walk to the Roswell Mill waterfall if you go down that way for a little ways. Then you don't actually have to hike it, but you can also get there again across the covered bridge and up through the trail. This is the side of the historic Allenbrook House. And this looks like the front of the Allenbrook House. And here's the trail that leads down through the woods. And more stairs. Looks like the river or creek's down here, and the road, actually the trail, goes left and right. I'll try going to the left here. And this just goes down to an overlook area where you can see the river. And here at the map, it shows us at AL4. And you zoom out, zoom in, so you can see the river down here. Really beautiful place. Very high up on some rocks. Looks like the trail continues on down this hill. So here we are at AL5, and looks like the trail still kind of goes downhill. It's been pretty flat up till this point. We'll see how much it goes downhill. We have steps that go down to the trail next to the river. And another directional sign right here. So here we are down by the river, or the big creek, and here's our map, and we are at AL6. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go here because this goes pretty long ways. Looks like the AL7, and then you just have to track back. So probably AL6 for today. All right, and we just passed by someone, and she said it does go all the way down the river, and now I can tell that it does. Beautiful scenery. It's getting close to sunset. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up this ways a little ways before probably turning around. I have to go back up the hill, which is a little bit of a walk. More views of the rock cliffs and the river. Get a better view of the water here. And it's pretty steep on the other side with some rocks, boulders, etc. And pretty cool overlook. I think one of these might be where the first overlook was. There's several different overlooks jutting out here, rock ledges. So things go, it keeps going along the creek for a good little ways down there. It looks like it. The trail gets a little more narrow and then it widens out again, but at some point it would get to the mill. I don't think I'm going to be going that way. Going to need to get back up and get back to the car before it gets dark. It's really beautiful down here though. And we're back to the stairs. So happy climbing. I'm back from my hike below the Allenbrook House, and I hope you enjoyed seeing the Allenbrook House, the Roswell Mill, the parts of the Vickery Creek Trail, and the other sites, Cover Bridge, and all the sites we saw today. And so I hope you'll join me next time on Travel Trails and Adventure with Betsy. And please hit that subscribe button, like and share, and also I'd love to hear your comments. Have you been here before? Do you like this place? Let me know below. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Travel Trails and Adventure.